Hello again, I'm John Turzak, and today I'm going to answer the question of how to make a green bean vegetable salad. Now, I'm going to make it in such a way so that you can convert this recipe to a hot vegetable simply by serving it hot. My intention here is, though, to show you how to serve it cold, or room temperature, if you will, you know. I think room temperature is very underrated. So, I have about 1.25 pounds of green beans. We're going to do a little family style version in this bowl of presenting it also. So I have boiling salted water back here, and the green beans are going in it. And if the green beans will cook fast enough for us, we'll be able to do this video for you in real time, okay? So back here I have about 1.25 pounds of nice bacon that I rendered, and it's sitting here in the bacon fat. And we're going to begin putting some of the things in here that go into this. This is a bacon, vinegar, garlic, honey mixture, basically, is what it is. And we're going to throw a few mushrooms into this one also. Not because it's traditional to do so, but I happen to have some mushrooms, and that's how I think. So when I set out to do this video today, it didn't have mushrooms included. And then we had some extra mushrooms. I said, so let's put the mushrooms in it. There's certainly nothing wrong with green beans, onions, and mushrooms together. So let's start by, now the bacon is kind of hot there. Let's get the bacon out of the fat and into the bowl that we're going to toss this salad in. So this is like the oil that we would be using as in olive oil or something along those lines. It doesn't mean we're not going to add a little bit of oil to it. We'll see how much of it we need, if any. So let's get the onions. I need something else out of here. I need a little bit of dried thyme for this. So I'm going to take some onions here, get them sliced up. How much onion do I have? Do I have enough onion? I think I have enough onion. Let's flash this now, which is all we're doing. We're going to flash the onions with the mushrooms in the bacon fat. These mushrooms could be served in this raw, and so could these onions, so we don't need to cook it very much. I'm going to put a little bit of that dried leaf thyme in there. Not much. 1/2 teaspoon for some fresh ground black pepper. And we're going to put about a tablespoon and a half of fresh chopped garlic. Let's give that a toss. And then real quick, we're going to put, so we're making the entire dressing and part of the vegetables that are going with it all in the pan at the same time. We have some apple cider vinegar. I'm going to throw about 1/4 cup in there. Don't forget, we're going to toss it. If we need to adjust it, we will. And I'm going to put about 1/4 cup of honey in there, which in my predict is about the amount we're going to need against that much vinegar. That stuff is still close to being raw, which is what you want. Especially in a cold salad. It doesn't have to be all cooked to death. Let's give this a taste. That was pretty good, that mixture of vinegar and honey. All right, let's get this out of here. And we'll put it in the bowl with the bacon. I love this mixture just the way it is. You don't even have to put the green beans in here. But I will tell you, I think the green beans are done. Let me just check this one. Let's give those green beans one more minute, and then we're going to shock them in some ice water, keeping in mind that the shocking part helps you maintain the green pigment in the green bean, because you want your green beans to be green, not army gray when you're done now. There's a personal distinction, of course, involved in how much you want your green beans cooked. Over the years when I've served green beans, I've had so many people say, I want my green beans cooked, 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 cooked. Then I have another person who I'm cooking for who says, I want a little bite on my green bean. So you cook it the way you want. One more minute. This works great. So I'm going to drain the green bean. Then I'm going to shock the green bean in ice water. Now you can cut these green beans in half if you want, but I kind of like to serve them whole, whether I'm serving them as a salad or a veg. I get to wash my hands at the same time here. This is great. Okay, those green beans are cold. Certainly cold enough. Let's put them in the mixing bowl. So let's say you wanted to serve your green beans hot. You're going to get it to the point where these are right here, and you can put this away in your fridge, and then when it's time to make dinner, you can take this mixture right here out and warm it up and put it on a plate or in a bowl. But we're going to set this up as a cold vegetable, room temperature, whatever. Even though the bacon and the juice is hot, ultimately this is not hot. It's basically a cold sort of item. So let's get all this food into the serving bowl. Let's take some red pepper strips, throw them in here at the last part of this, so we can get some red pepper strips on the top of this salad. Again, this is not a gourmet thing, but the best foods in the world are not gourmet things. This is just good, basic, kind of a sweet and sourish vegetable salad. I'd say I'd put all that juice on there. And, okay, let's put some tomato around this. We're serving this cold. Let's put some wedges of tomato right around it. That doesn't look very complicated at all. And it looks more and more like a salad all of a sudden, instead of a hot vegetable dish. Of course, you could serve this hot with cold tomatoes if you wanted. Okay, that'll seem to do that. Let's just have a lot of stuff sitting on top. Let's get some green beans up there on the top. There we go. I'd say a little bit of olive oil on these tomatoes. Might be kind of fun. I'd go so far as to put some salt and pepper on the tomatoes themselves. See how they kind of went in there with nothing. And then maybe a little bit of chopped parsley. Nothing too complicated. So this is a good example of either a cold green bean salad or room temperature green bean salad, which is kind of my preference. Like I said earlier on, room temperature seems to be underrated. Foods served at room temperature are sometimes being served at the perfect temperature to enjoy them. Right now, this isn't really cold. This is like room temperature. To me, this is the ideal way to serve it. Or again, you're looking at a hot vegetable to go and serve with dinner. So there you have it. Simple green bean, honey, apple cider vinegar, bacon, some mushroom and onion, garlic salad. This is good. Get a chance to eat something like this, you'll be eating regular, good cooking. Thank you.